on WFAA-TV, the spirit of Texas. This is Good Morning Texas in high definition.
There's nothing like getting together with friends and dining out, but going out to eat can get so costly. So there's a new trend emerging. In fact, dining in is the new going out. And here to show us how to create a glamorous setting in your own home is event planner and tabletop designer Marc Blackwell. Marc, how are you, my friend?
I'm great.
Good to see you. This is amazing what you've created right here. How did you get into becoming an event planner and a tabletop designer?
Well, I've had a design company in New York for a long time, and it just was a sequence of events that seemed like the right thing to do.
And that you obviously do it very well. Why do we see this trend emerging that so many people are throwing parties and opting not to have them out in a hall or a restaurant, but they're bringing the people inside their home?
Well, you know, we have an educated consumer, and we all go out to eat a lot, and you know, at some point you got to go, wait a minute, how about staying home tonight?
Yeah, and using your own creativity, and it's so nice when you have guests into your home and you can really set a tabletop. Let's start with this right here. What have you done to create a good ambiance?
Well, one of the things that I think is most important is don't put yourself out on a limb. Make it as simple as possible. So what I did was last night when I came into town, I went to Kroger and I got some radishes, some endive, and some tomatillos, and which to me seemed very Texas-like.
Yes, it is very Texas-like.
And something that you might have generally around your house that you might later use to cook with. So I just used those in these very simple vases to give them some architecture, and voila, there you have it.
And so know your audience. You knew you were coming to Texas, and you thought this would be indicative of us, our culture here, and what we would like to see.
Yes.
And then you included that in your centerpiece.
I did.
Very nice. So perhaps if you were in New York, the Big Apple, there'd be apples in there.
Perhaps.
See, I could be your partner here in crime.
Might be harder to find.
When it comes to seating arrangements also, and how you're doing the plates, is there some rhyme and reason to this as well?
Actually, seating arrangements in terms of your guest should be just about make it as interesting as possible and keep them comfortable. Like what you see here is that we keep the wine on the table. We want to be able to pour it anytime they want to reach over and grab the bottle and have another glass. Don't want to make them wait too long. You could do the same thing with water or, you know, iced tea.
That's a really good point, because so often the host is getting up and down, or whomever might be serving is back and forth, and you have to wait for it to pour. And this is saying help yourself, which I think is a really generous thing to do.
Help yourself. Very Southern.
Are there? Yes, very Southern. Help yourself.
Yeah.
Is there big don'ts when it comes to decorating? Maybe the big pitfalls people get into when they're trying to set a tabletop?
Well, basically, if you try to be too formal, it can be disturbing. Don't make it too hard on yourself. Make it easy. And
like you said, go to Kroger and get some fun little pieces like this.
That's right.
And that's not expensive or time-consuming. All right, you're in town for the DIFA Dining by Design event. Can you tell us more about that event?
Yeah, an amazing event that's here for the second time in Dallas. DIFA is an awesome organization, Design Industry Foundation Fighting AIDS, which is brought to you this year by Rosemount Estates and also General Electric and Elle Decor magazine.
That's really great.
And it's an exciting thing. You can go tonight for $10 seat. All the tables at the Dallas Market Center.
Okay.
And then there's a cocktail party on Friday. That's right.
And then the main gala
is on Saturday. And this event is an amazing event. You should not miss it.
Fun, festivities, and for a good cause. That's always a good combination. You know what I wanted to also ask you about the candles. Do you think that candles are always a must-have on a table?
Always, always. I always say light source. So if you have another way to light the table, that can be just as exciting. But candles is about warmth. It's an exciting way to bring everybody together.
A light source, something living, which is the...
Something living.
Light source living. Was there a third one?
Make it festive and easy.
Okay, and conversation pieces, things that invite conversation. I think wine invites conversation. Sometimes too much conversation. But
that's later in the evening.
That's later in the evening, but encourage guests to speak. Sometimes I go to someone's home and they have dining events, and they separate the couples. They make people sit next to people that they don't know, because they are encouraging you not to just be in your little cocoon and talking to yourself.
Really important. Keep doing it.
All right.
Yeah.
Something light, something living. And lots of wine. I like the way you think. Marc, thank you so much for being here, and best of luck with the event this weekend with DIFA. And you can catch Marc's work at the 10th annual DIFA Dining by Design tonight through Saturday. Again, the event starts tonight with a public viewing, and there's a preview cocktail party tomorrow night, followed by a gala dinner on Saturday. And you can find complete details and ticket information by logging on to diffadallas.org. You'll find a link on our website as well, WFAA.com/GMT, and we will be right back.